Nedbank is proud to present the Nedbank Cup Yona Team Search. Dynamic. Exhilarating. The Nedbank Cup Team Search. Yona. The Nedbank Cup. The one.
The journey to unearthing the most amazing soccer talent in South Africa continues. A chance to make it in the big league and to possibly go all the way to the top of the game.
We're looking for players that are sharp, intelligent, quick off the mark, and players that have got the game intelligence.
Hey, hello and welcome to the football show that goes where no other football show dares to go, into the very future of the game as we seek out tomorrow's sensations, tomorrow's superstars, tomorrow's have-a-go heroes in the Nedbank Yona Team Search. We're looking for the players with the most promise, the most talent, the most determination to make it into the final squad that will dare to go into battle against the reigning Nedbank Cup champions, Matsatsantsa Pretoria SuperSport United. Each week the search gets tougher and the tension mounts with the original lineup of more than 45,000 contenders from across the country being whittled down to 3,500. And of course, all the way down to about 48 Jekpela. The bootcamp top 48 contenders of the Nedbank Yona Team Search. The bootcamp 48 contestants will take part in the challenging, demanding program of training and motivating that will put them through the toughest of drills in the bid to bring out the very best in their football abilities. And after all that sweat and toil, only 18 of the 48 will make it through to the final Nedbank Yona team. So now, let's meet the coaches who will be keeping their eye on the brave warriors of Bootcamp 48. Ngaqalanga kude-ke bambiza uShakes Ephraim Mashaba, one of the top development coaches of the African continent. Having made his name as a footballing star at Orlando Pirates and Moroka Swallows, he moved on to managing and coaching both the national squad and the national under-23 team. With John Kabonina Zodo, he brings a wealth of experience and of course insight to his role as assistant coach to the senior South African national side. He also worked for many years within the country's junior setup and many professional teams. Owaziwa njengo-ODG, Owen Tagama was a lethal striker in his playing days. His career took him to Derry City in Ireland and Jamino Biershaw in Belgium. In South Africa, he was also a much-feared forward at the Lage Imoroka Swallows, the Dube Birds, before going on to coach the South African national under-23 squad. Ogcina-ke uSporo, Night Shift Mike Magena hailed in the 1970s as a teenage star at Kaizer Chiefs before embarking on a successful national and international career. Apart from coaching the Yona team, Mike is a highly respected and knowledgeable soccer analyst on TV. Now, for these dedicated and experienced coaches, only the very best will do. And their job now is to find the very best of our Yona contenders and mold them into even better players. So, let's see how the search is going and what level of greatness in the making our coaches are working with.
Good evening, gentlemen. I think we all agree that we had a beautiful day. We saw quite a number of good players. I believe that there are numbers that we are going to agree with, and others we are going to differ, but I think that will happen for a good cause.
Are these the goalkeepers?
These are the goalkeepers there are 6.
What are the numbers?
We have 133 from Pretoria.
From Pretoria. He's got a little bit of battered hands, and twice crosses gave him problems. Went past him. But when it comes to commanding and positioning himself, giving direction, it was, I think, he deserved to be here, to be given a chance.
One thing that impressed me with this 133 is the distribution.
I
thing is, you watch soccer, the more keepers make things look simple, the more it intrigues you. So by watching the likes of Kune and Manuel Neuer, you see that, you know, these guys are actually keeping everything simple, and they're actually the lifelines of their team.
I've got the number 67 in green, the goalkeeper.
I do have number 67, a goalkeeper very agile, a goalkeeper that covers his ground very well, and also his ball distribution. I think it stood out today.
You said I must remind you about the goalkeeper 507 at the end.
Remind you about
507.
At the end.
That one is a definite. It's only that I didn't put him down. Yeah.
I didn't put him down.
Mike, this is the best goalkeeper we've had since the beginning.
Excellent.
You know, maybe I can push strong, can train harder. Like no, such a week before I beat happen. Yeah, maybe I can train harder. Like guys, and to the basic, yeah, and I go sharp. Yeah, and I give one of favorite goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer, cause the way he got them shovel, I see keeper got them dive too much. Kim to do a position here, like basic, you do everything.
No, I looked at the goalkeepers, but I want Monde to lead me, because there are things that Monde would say, this one doesn't have, and he's got this, and the other one, you know, there are technical things, and Monde's got the goalkeepers. I support Monde.
Okay, Monde's got 331. We support 507. Yeah. We support. He's got 144.
144 orange. Let me see. I support.
I've also got 144.
That's it. I
Yes.
support it.
I think the week came right. Obviously, I knew what was expected, so I came prepared mentally, physically, well rested. So I did what I could do. There was no pressure. I just needed to do what was needed.
That brings us to all the keepers that we have. 144.
There's no way you can't. Oh, 507.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 goalkeepers. Then we can move to the right back position, gentlemen. Understand that in the past 4 seasons, we found one thing when it comes to the
Right backs, yes.
left and right.
Yeah.
I've got number 255, right back, big.
I made a note of
Very
him.
strong, a ball winner.
Physically very strong.
Very physically very strong.
I've got him.
nami ndicela ukuthi ngijime hard and andiqala ukuza apho kwesibili ndisiza, but this time ndifuna ukwenza right, ndiphumelele because ndifuna utshintsha ifamily yam, ndenze into eziphucukileyo ekhaya. Ndiyafuna uphumelela kakhulu.
I had 269, physically very strong, technically very, very good. Good work rate, very good mobility, and he just makes football look simple. I think he's a very good player.
One thing I would like to add on him, he's got very good combats. He doesn't pull back, he's good, then he goes.
I'm a bit of a natural player. I can play anywhere, I can adjust to any position. I can play short, I can play long balls, I can play through the channels. I think that's what they can see from me.
For now, we put him as central defender.
But he's got a better chance. He's got a better chance because he can play both. So we put 269 on both here. So we can do this and say 269 here.
Okay.
It's exciting on me because it gets me to get out of bed and just start training. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'll do anything just to work hard and to get noticed by the coaches here.
Right, other one 167.
167. Central defender stroke right back. good physique. I think he's been here before.
Last season.
I think he came back. He's now a little bit more mature than what he was when we first saw him. My only problem with him is that he doesn't want to go for combative situations. But in terms of reading the game, getting loose balls, taking a good defensive position, and also the long passes that he delivers to me of high class.
Since I've been out of camp last year, I think I've been dreaming about it the whole year, just to this one opportunity, training hard, so that you can see that I improve, because once you get another opportunity, all they want to see is that you have improved.
82 in yellow.
Yeah.
Right back. Yeah.
Big. I made a note of
Very
him.
strong. A ball winner.
Physically very strong.
Physically very strong.
I've got him.
The left back, number 277. Very strong, likes going forward, but also aware that he has to come back and do his defensive duties.
Like what Nedbank is doing, and give them an opportunity. Why aren't these boys that we see, why aren't they not playing at a higher level? Some of these boys, I mean, we spoke to some of the boys. Some of them are not even associated with clubs. Now that is a bit of a shame. But fortunate enough, there's the Yona team, and we are doing the business.
Now we go to center mid.
Oh, this is going to be a bit of a job for this one.
For me, the Johannesburg midfielder.
As a youngster that I've been told that I'm young, and I don't feel young at all, but then I feel like being here, it's a good initiative for myself, and there are eyes watching here, there's scouts, there are people who know people, so I'm just trying to get myself lucky and be part of a professional side. Yes. And I think it's possible through the Nedbank Yona challenge.
Number 371, highly skillful.
Striker midfield anyway.
He can play anywhere in the middle.
371 is a star to me.
273, who's got good pace, is a central midfielder, good pace, good passes, and very committed. Next to a workaholic type of a player, like he'll never cease to vanish. He's always there. His presence is there whenever the team is attacking, whether it's defending. That's what those are the first three numbers I wanted to give.
I've got all three numbers. I'd just like to comment on 273. I think he's one of the best players we saw today. Explosive, speedy, very mobile.
Njengoba ngingenele le tournament ngifisa ngathi ngingaphambili yabo. Ngoba sekaningi babona bengenela nami ngithi bengibhekile ku TV ngisho ukuthi one day ngiyafisa nami kuya la. Kuze nangebhola ngizokhula ngokomqondo.
Who do we take now?
But I've got a star here on me.
Who? What number?
273. The color was so good.
Yeah, midfielder.
That you showed us.
According to my view, yeah, I haven't done enough to impress the coaches. But then, this is not the end of the road. Still going ahead. There's another chance for me, so I have to work harder so that they can see more of Bongile Conja.
I have number 7, very versatile. ball winner and also attacks.
What do you say with number 7? You support?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3.
But you know he's a general, man. That's number 7.
But he's lazy.
I think the fact that you wrote him down means there must be something.
Yeah, you know why I wrote him down? Because he was the first player that I saw. And there were other players. There were other players that came in that were better, that were far better than him, in the same position.
No. You know what is the problem?
In the same position. And here we must be honest.
Okay,
we have so many central midfielders.
Guys, let me tell you guys. You know what? There's a problem. You know, when you see a player around 9 o'clock in the morning and you sit there the whole day.
But the time comes to the end, you've forgotten about it.
Exactly. And then now you can now say.
And the day we eliminate this player, we are going to give that number to you to tell him.
Doesn't matter. Let him come and prove himself, and he'll surprise you. He'll go all the way to the 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? 7 what?
Number 7.
Green. What is he? A midfielder, no?
Midfield general. This is how I put him. A midfield general. Yebo.
Angifundanga ngiyanga esikoleni. So ngicabanga ukuthi ngenza into engazi kakhulu ke ibhola ke. Into engazi kakhulu engcono ke ngayo engiyaziyo. Ngajabula manga hamba ne team. At least ngenze first 24 ngajabula. Oqala nje ngajabula umama lapha endlini. Angazi la kimi ukuze umhlanga bayini. Ibhola umfazi wami.
Who's this one?
There's 87.
87 from where?
From Pretoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see what is it that he was able to do.
It is a big boy, this one. You remember?
I think his qualities are based on the quickness and also the physique. Good finisher. Yeah, and there's a lot that you can work on that player. It's 174 on yellow, very strong, physique-wise as well, mobile, complements his players going forward and also defensively.
Ngiziqamba manga bengithukile from the start of the game, but I have my confidence. Ngiqala ngazama ukudlala, ngacooperate, ngabamba isitayela samajita. Sadlala nje i-team sibambisene khona bekunzima ngoba besingazani siqalane khona la kodwa ngoba sithe sathatha i-warm up sayixoxa ukuthi sodlala kanjani ingakho engicabanga ukuthi kwenze igame yami yaba yinhle.
I tell myself I'm not going to stress, I'll be focused and I'm not going to be play alone with the ball, I'm going to share. There's you pass and you space. I think the coach picked me for the Yona team 2017 because you see, I work hard, I enjoy playing football, and I love to shoot because I'm a striker.
Coach Sheikh Mashaba talked about the net was rattled today. And it is one of those players that was rattling that net. And I feel pity for the goalkeepers because this boy always remembered that he has to take a shot at goal.
I mean, he can strike, his technique, very, very good. So I agree with everything. 2 for 2, technically very, very sound. Very, very sound. So I agree with you on that one.
To add on what you have said, very bully. That's the kind of striker we need as well. Doesn't check in as well. And when he wins a ball, he goes forward. That is the 109.
But coach, in the modern game, it demands that player should be, even if he's a striker, he should be able to combine with the other players instead of just getting the ball all the time, not considering that there are other options that can be used. I mean, there were moments where he was just taking shot at goals.
But coach, you've got to realize this boy came for trials. He wants to be seen. And he doesn't even know these other guys he's playing with. So what he wants to do, he wants to be selected. And he's selfish, he's scoring goals, he's rattling that net. When we get into a team situation, then we can criticize that aspect of his game.
It's a winger. Number 10. Yes. Where is he? There's no 10.
Not 10, yeah.
There's no 10.
No, but
look at it. There he is.
But what we are saying is not a striker.
He's a striker. Man, he's a striker, man. We put him as a striker at this point.
He got 5 votes, eh?
He's even scoring for Wena Baba. Come on, man. Number 10.
Yeah, ngizamile ngiprepare and abonsuka khona akuna gym akunanto nisuka at least so awusijimi asithini but mina ndiye ndakwazi uqala ngonyaka ndiye ndaqomba ndiyabawela udlala i-Nedbank Yona team lonyaka ndibe yipati yayo ndasebenzela nzima ndazijimela ukuze ndizofikelela ngoba ndiye ndabona ukuba incede kakhulu loo nto leyo so ndizawuba ndiyaqiniseka noko.
Okay, gentlemen, this brings us to the last 48. Finally, the boot camp next week. These are the players that we have all committed ourselves to. I'm happy that eventually we have agreed that number 109, the striker of note, is going to form part of this 48 players. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mike.
Well done.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, coach. Well done. Well done.
For the Bootcamp 48 players of the Nedbank Yona team search, a major goal has already been achieved. They've made it through the opening rounds and impressed the selectors with their footballing potential. But so there's still a long way to go and a whole lot of hard work that lies in store for them as they move on to the next crucial stage in the quest for superstardom. They call it the beautiful game, but nobody ever said it's an easy game to play. Find out what that means next week right here on SABC with the Nedbank Yona team search.
Right, gentlemen, I stand here to welcome all of you.
We are here to make a team.
Try and learn as much as possible.
Believe that you are the best player here.
Nedbank is proud to present the Nedbank Cup Yona Team Search. Dynamic. Exhilarating. The Nedbank Cup Team Search. Yona. The Nedbank Cup. The one.